Welcome to August. Can you believe it's already August? Okay, so I'm going to cruise through the details here of this month. So in August, we have all of our meetups that we usually have. So I won't really go over those. Besides, I'll say there's open art on Monday. On Wednesday, there is Watercolor Wednesday. On Thursday, there's mixed media meetup. And on Friday, there's open oil and open art. So open art's in the morning and open oil is in the afternoon. Okay, so those are our regulars, and then I'll go over the classes that are just for this month. So let me share the screen here. Let's see, I do want to do, okay, here we go. Okay, so this is creative connection cards. So we do this every first Tuesday of the month. So this one is August 2nd, which is tomorrow because today is the 1st. And that's 6 to 8 p.m. Creative connection cards, you'll be making cards and then donating them. So they, for example, if we sent me a card, it would have two cards in there. One has art on there that's for me, and the other one has art on there, and you write it and you write in there and you send it to someone else. So that's creative connection cards. It's a free class because you're donating, like you don't have to pay for any of the supplies because we want the cards, so then we can send them to someone. Okay, so that's creative connection cards with Julie. 6 to 8 p.m. Let us know, register and let us know you're coming. The Watercolor Dinosaur postcards, that's a class I'm doing on August 3rd and the 17th. So it's geared towards kids and adults, like kids to come with adults. If they're younger than, I think I put it at 11. If they're younger than 11, then I would like an adult there with them. So that's from 3 to 4:30 on either the 3rd, which is a Wednesday, or the 17th, which is a Wednesday, 3 to 4:30. And it's just beginning watercolor, exploring how the paint works when you add it onto the paper, and I'll walk you through and show you some things you can do. Claudia is doing a series called The Beauty of Watercolor Tips and Techniques with Claudia. So the beauty of watercolor, and then it's focusing on tips and techniques with Claudia. So that is a 4-part series, and it's on Thursdays, and it starts on the 4th. I'm not sure of the exact time, so you have to get on the website and check that out. But she's great. She's been doing a lot of landscapes, a lot of sky stuff. As you might have picked up from if you've taken classes with us, each artist does their own thing. Like we don't have rules of how they have to teach. We reach out to them and they teach workshops in their style about things that they're passionate about. So Claudia has, her style is very different than Jess Rice, and which is very different than John Kennedy or myself, you know, so it's fun. You get a different feel for how you can use the paint differently. So check that out. That's coming up, starts on the 4th. Square One, this is a prequel to a class that Brittany Hernandez is doing. So it is all about color. So you're diving in and you're going to be learning about like mixing color and what colors are warm, cool, what colors make other colors pop. Like you're diving in, learning all about the color wheel. So this is, if you're not sure about the 6-week series later in the month, this is a great option to get to know Brittany and try it out, ask questions, and get up to speed a little bit. So then when you start the 6-week series, you know what to expect. So that's $38, August 5th, 6 to 9 p.m. Okay, check that out. Check that out. Come hang out with Brittany. The Butterfly Garden with Isabel Carroll. So that's August 6th, 10 to, I want to say 11:30. It might be noon. So you're going to be working in acrylic paint on an 11 by 14 canvas. If you haven't met her yet, she is fairly new to teaching, but she has a little bit of experience under her belt. She taught a few classes. She's a great painter. This class is with acrylic paint, and she'll walk you right through all of the steps. There's 4 seats remaining in that class. I think if they're under 12, they got to have an adult with them. I think probably 12 is probably at the low end of who should be in the class. Let's see. The next one, small birds in watercolor with Just Rice. So this is focusing on small birds and painting, diving in a little more in detail on the eyes and the very important parts of the small birds. It's a 4-week series. It's Tuesday evenings, 6 to 9 p.m. You're going to be taking a deep dive into birds. That one is going to be fun. I hope it fills up. There's a few people in there. We would love to have more. And it starts soon, August 9th, which is next week. Okay, come and hang out with us to do small birds. Creative sketches to paint from. This is also with Jess Rice, and it's also a 4-week series. You're going to be diving in and not really painting from things that he provides. You're going to bring your own inspiration. Like if you have pictures that you want to paint from, you bring those, and he will tell you how to break them down into sketches. So it could also even be like these tools that you're going to learn. You'll be able to use them for if you were out urban sketching or plein air painting. You'll be able to come up with some tools to be able to, where do you start? How do you break this scene down into simplified sketches and shapes, and doing value studies and all of that. So he walks you through those kinds of things. And that one is on Wednesday evenings, and it starts on the 10th, August 10th, and it's 6 to 9 p.m. And it's a four-part class. Let's see, the next one, Urban Sketching Basics with John Kennedy. So this one is urban sketching. So he has taught this class a few times, so now he's getting it pretty dialed in. This one is on August 13th, 9 to noon. And don't be intimidated by the painting here, if that's intimidating. There we go. To you, don't freak out. He will walk you through the steps. He'll say, draw these shapes, draw those shapes, and just work along with him. He'll help you get started, talk about what is urban sketching, why do you do it, how do you do it, what is urban sketching, like definition. And so then, and you add a splash of watercolor in there. So come and check that out, the 13th, 9 to noon on a Saturday with John Kennedy. Colorful World series with Brittany Hernandez. So this is the 6-week series that the other one was a prequel to. So this one you're doing deep dive into color mixing. So all kinds of going over all kinds of deep dive color stuff. So warm colors, cool colors, how to make your own palette, what makes sense to have in a palette, and you get to work with oil or acrylic. I'm not sure if she's doing watercolor, but it's mostly just studying color. So it's a little bit more of a deep dive learning rather than painting perfect pictures that you love. You will be painting pictures and you will be doing studies, but it's more of a like information, like learning and practice, and it's great. You meet up 6 times, so it goes into September, and it starts on the 20th, August 20th. Painting large bison with Jess Rice. So this class is a Saturday and a Sunday, so it's a all-day workshop. I think it goes from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. and you'll take a break for lunch, and it's so Saturday and Sunday. You're going to be working big, like on 22 by 30 inch rough watercolor paper. So check that out, a little bit of a deeper dive. You're going to be working on getting kind of realistic eyes and things. It's going to be worth it. You will have the chance to pick out like to add lunch. So we're going to order lunch that day. You don't have to. You can bring your own lunch. You can scoot out for lunch and come back. But there is the option to add lunch, and then we're going to order it. I'm not sure where from. A lot of times we partner with Chalet Market or else Pita Pit. Sketchbook Your Life with John Kennedy. So this class is a little bit of a deeper dive into, or like not a deeper dive, but introduction to how do you use your sketchbook. If you have a sketchbook and you see that people paint and do things in it, kind of like this picture right here, where it's you just kind of wonder, like, how do you start? What do you even put in a sketchbook? Are the ones with the spiral bound, sometimes they're less intimidating to start in because you can rip stuff out. But the ones that are bound like a book, like how do you know what to start and like be confident that you're not gonna ruin it? And some of them do. That's the beauty of a sketchbook, where some of the pages don't turn out as much as you would like. But it's like a personal thing. He'll talk about like what you put in there, what information, what do you record, and what colors, what's going on, that kind of stuff. Just how do you use a sketchbook? So that's Sketchbook Your Life. Yeah, so integrating a sketchbook with your life. Take it with you, record memories in it, do it's just a very kind of an intimate thing to bring with you, and then it's fun to show the people that you care about your work. So that's August 20th, 1 to 4, Saturday. Yeah, John Kennedy, excellent artist, excellent teacher. We're launching another Painting 101 and 102 series. So this is the 102. Starts August, I'm not sure what day, 19th, 20th, not the 20th, 19 or earlier. So it's on Thursday, 6 to 8:30 p.m. So it's a 6-week series. So when you start that, you'll meet up for the next 6 weeks. So if you've taken 101, then this one, you're going to be doing a little bit of a deeper dive into like depth of pictures, color mixing, that kind of stuff. It's a little more challenging. Yeah, 6 to 8:30. It's a 6-part class. Quilling with Jane Erickson. So Quilling 101. So you're going to be doing a card and a letter. So if you don't want to do your last name letter, let us know what kind of what letter you would like. And so she has a little bit of work that she has to do to prepare for that. So she's doing 2 classes, one in the morning and one in the evening on the 23rd, August 23rd. So that's a Tuesday. So if you can't make it from 9 to 11, I think 11:30, then you can come in the evening. She's doing an evening one as well. $35. That's all supplies included. So if you don't know what quilling is, it's paper that's rolled up and you kind of glue it on its side like that. So it's like a little bit 3D. But she is doing this next class, which is called 3D quilling. So that is sculpture. So you're building sculpture, you're rolling things up and gluing them together and like building figures out of them. I'm not sure. She usually has like 1 or 2 figures picked out that she walks you through. And then once you get the idea of how it's done, of course, you can build all kinds of stuff. She brings in a lot of stuff that you can see. It's amazing what you can build with the quilling. So that is August 24th. And it's 1 to, I think, 4 on a Wednesday. I'm not sure if she's doing this class twice, but yeah, 3D quilling is great. She's a great teacher. So all supplies included. Come and hang out, check it out. It'll be fun. Jess Rice is also doing a oil class with knives. This picture is not a good picture. It's kind of cropped off, but it's trees and reflections in water using a palette knife. So you're painting with a palette knife, kind of scooping it on there. If you don't have oils, no worries. We have all of the supplies at the studio for you. That's August 26th, 6 to 9 p.m. Come check it out. It's fun. Oils feels a little bit more like sculpture than like painting to me, because especially when you're using a palette. I feel like kind of troweling it on there like you're building a brick house or something. It's fun. Painting 101, so that series, the new series starts on the 29th, so right at the end of the month there. And yep, again, 6-week series. If you don't have any experience, that's great. She'll get you started, walking you through how to start a painting, how she starts a painting, what kind of colors to use, what happens if you use this color and that color, what colors go together, that kind of stuff. How do you get depth in a painting? She walks you through that, gets you started. So Painting 101 with Carolyn there has been a great series for a lot of people. It gets them started, or else a lot of people retake the class. You can always learn more stuff from her. So check that out. That's coming up. And that is all of the new classes coming up. So hopefully that was a little bit informative for you. And if you watched this far, thanks so much for supporting us and coming out and checking out our space. We really enjoy being involved in the Billings community. So yeah, thanks for supporting local. Come check out the classes and the supplies. If you know somebody that would be interested in teaching classes or workshops, reach out to us. We're building the September schedule right now. And by the time you watch this, it might be too late. We try to launch all of the information for the next month by the 15th. And then a little bit after the 15th, Billings 365 takes our information and puts it on their calendar. So that's what we got going on. This month is Art Walk. So on the 5th, I will be down at my new shop, Da Vinci's Workshop downtown. So that's my own personal thing, but it'll be integrated with Crooked Line quite a bit. I'm not leaving, you guys. Everybody asks me if I'm leaving and doing my own thing. No, I'm still going to be involved with Crooked Line Studio. We have a lot of people involved with Crooked Line Studio, and it's amazing, and we need all of the help. Yeah, so anyway, come and hang out. I look forward to seeing you. Hopefully that was some good information for you. If you have any questions, reach out, shoot me an email, Julia email, any one of us. Stop in at the studio. Come into the studio. A lot of times it helps to see the actual art in person. Okay, so that's all for now. We will see you in the studio soon, okay?